tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. You talk about this Lions defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp is half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up.
Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Dugan. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
The Vikings sit 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Allen, the man in motion left.
Duggan looking to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Duggan now to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw is Duggan.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Third and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Going quickly out to the right side.
And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Duggan to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Duggan will look to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Duggan.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing, Duggan.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And quickly they get to the line.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10.
In motion left goes Allen. On 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Operating from the gun, Dugan.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Dugan. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And
a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dugan.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down, Dugan. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Duggan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Max Duggan with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 22. 128 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Fights through it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field. This is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Dugan. He's got his target. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Duggan looking to throw. And that one complete downfield to Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Duggan now to throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
To throw is Duggan.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara up the middle. Ooh, a juke. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Max Duggan
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You guys sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because it definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's caught. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Handoff now to Gibbs. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Again, good for any football. It's touchdown
here's fourth down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But it's fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, so it was fun to watch from our perspective. It's got to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on
to a demon when he off them ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and drive the wheel.